Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle, and I do the readings.
Time for the TarotOracle show.
What is going on? Thank you for your donation, Bardman and SP on PayPal. SP, it cut off your question. So far I have something about your nephew, hasn't started speaking yet, going through some issues at school or something. Anyway, if you can type out the last part of that, because the actual question is not there, because it truncated the beginning of it, or the end of it. Anyway, Maruta, welcome. Bartman, Karima, thank you for your donations. I appreciate you. Hershey, welcome. We got Reiki B up in the house as well. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. All right, let's see a little bit of dragons tonight with the tarot of dragons. We can figure that out indeed. All right, let's see what's going on here. Future for artificial intelligence. I don't know. Let's see. Is artificial intelligence, is that a thing? Is that a thing or is that not a thing? I don't know if that's a thing or not. We'll see. Well, maybe we need the AI to read the AI question, you know? I mean, wouldn't that be weird? But that'd be kind of fun, but hey, we'll see about that. Samantha, thank you for your donation as well. Appreciate you. Effie, welcome to the stream. What is going on, everybody? All right. Let's see. The future of AI isn't going to take us all over and destroy us like the Terminator movie. Maybe the Terminator movie was right. I don't know. Let's see what we got. We got Two of Cups. So this is something to where it does blend in well. I think that's one of the futures. It blends in better. It becomes, you know, more accustomed. It becomes better at, you know, kind of how things are going. Basically it just blends in better overall. It's not like something that you're going to be able to spot, or it's not going to be something that's easy to identify or anything like that. It's definitely going to be, you know, it's going to be one of those things too. But basically, here's what I think. I think that the Two of Cups says it's going to blend in. It's going to be more difficult to find an AI versus a real person, whether it be on social media, because now you have these women on social media that are literally just AI and nothing else. So yeah, you know, I think it's going to be one of those where it's going to be more difficult and more difficult to determine what is AI and what is not. Seven of Cups says I think AI is going to blend into a lot of different things. Like I've said before, as far as paintings go, I think AI is going to be able to generate paintings. It's going to be able to generate some very photorealistic stuff, and it's going to be difficult basically to tell AI from a painting or from anything else as far as that sort of happens with that. Overall, the Queen of Swords says I think some people are not just ever going to like AI, no matter what AI does or how it benefits us or what kind of income or what kind of conveniences that it kind of takes over for us or what have you. I do think that you'll have some people that are just not going to have it. They're not impressed with it. They're never going to be impressed with it, but that's kind of just one of those things that sort of happens with that. Queen of Pentacles says overall making money is going to be easier with AI because it's going to allow you to get to your destination faster, whether it be learning something via AI teaching it to you, or producing some artwork via AI doing that, or whatever it is. I think it's going to be easier to generate money and basically get to the finish line a lot faster with AI assisted stuff at the end of the day. So that is the tarot's opinion on AI. Maybe we should have AI read the AI. I don't know. Alex, Silent Victory. Samantha, thank you for your other donation as well. Appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. All right. Let's go. Let's make it happen with Karima, phase 1 over here. All right. We got a few good decks in there. We're going to make it happen. SP, your question is so long, it's still truncating it. I feel my sis is the mom is the problem or something. Will my nephew something? I have no idea. SP, are you in chat? Can you let me know what the question is? Because it's truncating it. So it's a long set of paragraphs that you typed, and I don't know what the actual question is because it's at the end and it truncated it out. So if you're here, SP, let me know what what the bottom line question is. Like, what's the root question that you want me to answer here? So I have some of the backstory, but I just have no idea what the question is still. Anyway, let's get Karima, phase one, up here with a little bit of Victorian romantic tarot, making it happen with all of that stuff. There we go. Tarot reader, I thank you for your thank you for hanging out tonight. I appreciate you. SP, is that you, tarot reader? Start speaking soon. Oh, that is you. Okay, all right. Well, I did not know. Okay, well, cool. All right, well, I got your question in the queue then. There we go. All right, S's current feelings towards me. What are his thoughts about me today? All right, let's take a look at the current thoughts and feelings today. Let's see what's going on here about feelings. The feelings, a little bit of that 5 into that 10 of Pentacles. There's definitely kind of a level of growth, a level of excitement here. I do think that you have some good stuff happening as far as this goes. It really feels like that you do have basically a good handle on this encapsulation of, my feelings have gone from, I don't really have a lot of things that I need. I don't really have a lot of things that I've been waiting for. It feels like that they were really sort of wanting something in particular, but they never really got it. Or they're wanting a particular pathway. They're wanting a particular thing to happen, and they never really got it. The 5 of Pentacles kind of wandering through in the cold. I'm not getting a lot of the stuff that I was wanting or I was feeling or I was waiting for. Ace of Wands says they feel like that they have pushed into the effort. They have sort of pushed things into that zone to where, hey, it's going to be better. Things are going to be improved, but they just haven't made the market improvement that they were kind of looking to make as far as the feelings go. 10 of Pentacles says that is getting better, though. Again, you're talking about expanding a growth, sort of moving forward, moving past things and getting into that next level. I think that process has begun. That process is definitely sort of a pathway that needs to be walked, and that's something that is happening here, especially with this 10, right? Sort of this presentation, almost like a King of Pentacles here. I have everything that I want. I'm getting things done, and because I'm taking action, I'm getting more of the advantage, more of the, so the good things that I've been kind of waiting for within this connection. 5 of Pentacles, for a time, they just weren't feeling it, but now it is growing. Now it is processing and becoming something better. Overall, the King of Cups just says the feelings are a little bit on the stagnant side right now. It's sort of recovery from last week, but you do have that expansion again in the next few weeks to where they're going to be kind of taking a little bit more risk or be taking a little bit more steps to get where we really want to go as far as the feelings are. All right, what are his thoughts about me today? Continue with the Victorian romantic tarot and see where that is going to take us indeed. All right. Let's see, thoughts. The 2 of Wands, that is interesting. Kind of who's in charge here. You do have this level of who's in charge here. Some of their thoughts as far as that goes, right? A little bit of that. You have that 10 of Swords. It's almost like that some of the stuff is concluding. Some of the stuff is getting into that mode of wrapping up, right? Whether it be in the current situation or some of the thoughts is like, this is really wrapping up. This is really working my nerves. This is really on this verge of, I need some change. I need some alterations. I need some things to be a little bit different now than they have been before. The 10 of Swords, kind of wrapping things up in the background, allowing it to progress, allowing it to grow and be a little different. 3 of Cups into that 7 of Wands just says sort of that celebration is muted right now. That's one of the things that they are sort of thinking. I need to be celebrating. I need to be, doing things. I need to be working on my happiness. It almost feels like some of their happiness is just not getting worked on right now. They've taken a couple of steps back. They're not really sort of 110% in it this week, but so far they're having a little bit of that difficulty, a little bit of pulling back and not being fully prepared to kind of take it into the next zone, the next kind of move as far as that goes. The 2 of Wands just says, who Who's in charge here? That's one of the thoughts about it, right? Are you in charge of the situation or are they? That's one of the thoughts that they have been thinking about today, right? Who is in charge here? Who's really taking this lead? Is it somebody who really wants something, who expresses desires, who wants things to happen? Or is somebody making the plans, making the steps to sort of go through the next reality or go through the next opportunity? So there we go. There are the thoughts and feelings for today. We got Samantha with a double shot. We got Alex, and we got the SP, otherwise known as Tarot Reader. Let's see. Basically, we'll look at that, right? Will the nephew start speaking soon? Is that something that we can do? Is that something that's going to be possible? Indeed. Let's go ahead and use a little bit of this deck over here and see what's going on with that. UVT, what's going on? UVT, did you watch the unboxing, UVT, of the... did you watch the unboxing of the Little Turtles Tarot? Because there is a teddy bear in the Page of Cups, the Pisces card. I'm just saying. There's a teddy bear in the Pisces card. So I'm wondering if that was a shout out to you, Ultraviolet Teddy. You may want to take a look at that and ask Push Kitty if that was a shout out indeed. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right, but yeah, let's see what's going on. Speaking of which, talking about speaking, will the nephew start speaking soon? So the backstory is going through problems at school, having a little bit of difficulty. Basically, there could be this person and that person at fault, but will they start speaking soon? Will they sort of move into that next thing, right? You have that Three of Pentacles. It's almost like that they're working on it, that they're diligently thinking about it, working on it, trying to get this done, right? Eight of Pentacles with a Three of Pentacles shows that double effort, that double push, trying to get something done, trying to sort of move into that next zone, that next reality as it goes. So this shows that they're working hard on it. They're diligently thinking about it. They're considering this and that. They're definitely sort of pushing through the obstacles, and they definitely are making some progress as far as that goes. Hanged Man said that not speaking or speaking. Now, we're going out on a limb here. It looks like not speaking versus speaking. They're using this as a level of control. They feel like that they can control their environment better when they control their speaking, when they control the communication, right? They have better control of their environment. They have better command of their environment. And this is one of those things to where this is one of the few opportunities where they really can get attention, where they really can sort of maintain that control aspect. And it's not something that they're going to give away anytime soon for sure with that. Overall, the Empress says that I don't think it's going to be a problem. They will start speaking soon. I think it's going to be something where they just relinquish that control factor. They're able to do it no matter whose fault it is, no matter, you know, what kind of things we're sort of going through. You still have this opportunity. You still have this possibility for them to do it. The Empress will say, when I get comfortable in doing this, when I get the ability to do this, I am definitely going to do that. So yeah, I think it's going to be possible. Leo girl, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right. Let's see who is next indeed. Ultraviolet, you may want to write Push Kitty a note and just ask and be like, hey, was that for me? Was that for me? Because I think that was too cute. I noticed that immediately. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The Page of Cups. That is interesting indeed. All right. Let's get Samantha up on board here and do a little bit of the Dark Mansion Tarot. Joe, welcome. What is going on? Appreciate you hanging out. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, Joe, you don't need to spam. I got your question the first time. If I get time, I might read it. I don't know. It depends on how much time I get. You know, how much time I get over here. All right. Let's see what's going on here. How will I do in the 3 classes? We just happen to have 3 cards for the 3 classes. Let's look at class number 1. That is going to be the most difficult one by far. This is going to be one in the first class where it feels like this is just hard. is just difficult. It's something I got to spend extra time. I got to spend a little bit of extra, push in order to get this through. And it just feels like that there's not a lot of opportunities to sort of, get ahead of the material. It feels like the material is sort of pulling me back. They're not really sort of 110% on it. And it kind of feels like it's challenging to say the least as far as that goes. Temperance is class number 2, pretty normal. I do think that you have the opportunities available here. I think it's going to be a little bit easier. I think it's going to be a little bit more straightforward because the first class is not straightforward. The second class, it's a little bit, right? It's going to be a little bit better. There's some pretty easy things to go through, and it's not going to be as difficult. Pretty standard. What you see is what you get. Study the material. You get the results that you were kind of expecting. Not a big deal in the long run. The last class, numero trace, just kind of says that Four of Pentacles feel over here. It does feel like that we're holding back in this last one. Maybe it's something where you're not enthralled with it. You're not enthusiastic about it. It just feels like either it's too easy or you're just not interested in it at all, and that's going to be a little bit, of a conundrum there as far as that goes. So there we go. Anyway, all right, Tarot Reader, thank you for your other donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right, now let's do another Samantha over here with all of the action. How would Neil react if I wrote them a letter? Let's see if a letter is going to be something that we can do here. There is an active letter writing community in the pen community. So basically the ballpoint pen community, I know that's a thing anyway, but yeah, they write handwritten letters to each other. I thought that was kind of interesting. So I didn't know that was a thing still, but hey, if you buy a new ballpoint pen, I guess, yeah, there it is. Not literally ballpoint. I think it's like, an expensive ink pen, and they have the custom inks for it and all this other garbage. Anyway, I'm not into that, but for some reason, I got into that for like a couple of months where I was watching YouTube videos about it. Anyway, so, that's what you do when you're just bored like me. Karima, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, how would Neil react if I did send him a letter? I think they got a couple of pages over here. It's not like they're not really in that mode to where they would appreciate it. They just kind of see it, and they just don't appreciate it. So that's going to be one of the things that Neil does, right? Not a lot of appreciation for it. And that's going to be something to, if you do write a letter, you email, you text, whatever you're going to do here as far as the letter is concerned. I'm just going in for the examples. But yeah, it feels like they just really don't appreciate it. They don't think that it was important that you took the time to do that. It's almost like you didn't take a lot of thought thought within what you said. It just feels like overall it's a big waste of time. In my opinion, it just feels like it's going to be a waste of time just to sort of connect. That couple of pages just say they're not ready to receive it. They're not ready to do this. They feel like that you feel like that they just don't appreciate what you said or what have you. So you're going to put a lot of thought. You're going to put a lot of heart into it. That's going to be something that's like not much as far as that goes. A little bit of difficulty with that, getting a connection with this individual. So overall, I think I would just do a thumbs down. I would do a thumbs down with a particular letter. Now, again, I don't know if that means literally a letter. I don't know if that means an email. Whatever it means, it just looks like they don't appreciate what you're doing. And I mean, if you're going to do something quick and casual, then cool, like a text like, yo, what's up, or something like that. But if you actually put some effort into it, I think it's going to be a waste of your time, is my thoughts. Sarah, welcome. Appreciate hanging out. How you doing tonight? So good to see. Silent Victory is next. Let's see what's on the Silent Victory. See what's on the Silent Victory thing here. Let's see. Show. Okay, Will. Okay, we got to rewind it here. All right, Will S. All right, we got another donation from AA. AA, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. I remember Alcoholics Anonymous. AA, I forgot what your, I forgot what your name is on here. I'd remembered it for a long time, but now I forgot what it was. It was Orange Juice or something. It was OJ. Was it OJ Orange Juice or something? Anyway. All right. Yeah, I think it was the Juice Orange or the Orange Juice or something. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Silent Victory is next. I can't believe I remembered that. I got a good memory. All right. Son of Victory wants to know, will S and N, Saturday Night Live, I guess, marriage going to be? Is that going to be all right, or is that not going to be all right? See, orange juice, I knew it was orange juice. I knew it was OJ. So there we go, because I remember it was AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, and I was thinking about a screwdriver with the orange juice and the vodka. Yeah, there it is. Samantha, thank you for your other donation. I greatly appreciate you. We got double karima, triple karima in the queue. Let's see. Well, S and N, how's that marriage going to be? Is that going to work out, or is that going to be a train wreck? And B, I don't know. We'll see with that. All right. OJ, OAA. Oh, man, they kind of get into it. What's going on with me and X? We've been reconnecting and then kind of got into it. All right, we'll see. Anyway, how is the message going to be? How is the marriage going to be with this? The star says it's going to be fine. Six of Cups says we have a very good connection going on here. I think there's a lot of beef into this connection. I think there's a lot of good things into this connection. And it feels like the King of Pentacles says it's going to be a very comfortable one as well, where it feels like things are working, things are happening, things are going to be there and be working out in the way that we kind of need it to go. So overall, I think it's going to go great. You got a little bit of a love balloons happening here. I think the marriage is going to go fantastic. You don't have the lovers, you don't have the Ten of Pentacles and stuff like that, but what you do have is a functional relationship that's going the direction you want to go, and I think that is going to be good at the long run. So there we go. All right, Alex is next. Karima, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. Alex wants to know if R is going to contact me or if they're not. Well, let's get to the Gregory Scott Tarot over here. The Gregory Scott Tarot over there, and we're going to see if that's going to be a thing or not tonight. Is it? Will R contact me, or is that a complete waste of my time? Is that going to be something? I mean, are you going to sit there and wait? Are you going to sit there and hesitate? I don't know. Maybe prostate? We'll see. Will R be contacting me or not? Knight of Cups says yes. Knight of Pentacles says yes. Death says yes too. It feels like this is ours time. This is our time to step up, to take that next adventure, to take that next step, and to be available, to be prominent, to be prevalent, to be there and make it happen. Knight of Cups talks about Mr. Romance over there, reaching out, making that happen. Not one but two nights, talking about big movements, big happenings, big things, and I think that's going to be some great looking things as well, right? I think that's going to be fantastic. Overall, the Death card said they have gone through some changes, and I think that those changes make it a little bit better, make it a little bit, a little bit superior connection than what you may have expected. So you got a lot of movement here. You got a Death card, changes for the better, and I think that is going to be possible indeed. Leo girl, thank you for all your donations. I greatly appreciate you. All right, let's look at OJ. Let's see if OJ is going to be in the house tonight. Me and the X. All right. The X, we're making the X, and we're making the X sex, I guess.
Music to make love to.
We'll see. We'll see. So me and the X have been reconnecting very well, and then we had a fist fight or something. I don't know. You said you got into it. I guess got into it doesn't mean got into the bed. I guess we got into it is probably not something that's good. I don't know. Anyway, but we got a little bit of that. All right. Me and the X, is it going to work out? What kind of adventures do we got going on through here? Eight of Swords. Man, this is something, this is something where if you're trying to rekindle it back to the beginning, you're trying to get things going back to the, start, back to where we're warming up, that's going to be a little bit more difficult than you had expected. It's going to be just a little bit more difficult than you had expected. It feels like we're reaching for something that's not there anymore. We're trying to rekindle something that it just is not there, right? You're looking at a Two of Swords. We have two separate worlds now. There has been some distance grown into this that's making it more difficult, that's making it a little bit more challenging than what we would kind of like to see here. But it just feels like that, it's This is just going to be a little bit two separate worlds. We're trying to merge them together. And I think that's the important factor here is, number one, if you're trying to basically go back to the beginning, rewind time to when it was all magical and cheery and whatnot, it's just not going to happen, you know? So you're going to have to approach this as a new relationship, because we have a Two of Swords over here, two different levels, two different worlds, and we're trying to merge those in, right? Because you got that Queen of Swords. I think that you're more opinionated, you're more independent, and you're more of a prominent personality than what you were when you were together with this particular individual. The Two of Wands says, hey, you know, there's always that promise of rekindling things, but you need to approach it again from a new relationship standpoint. How has this person changed? Are these changes going to be for the better or for the worse for me, right? And that could be a temporary fling. That's fine. But if you're really trying to rekindle something long lost, I would give it up and just basically say, all right, new relationship. How are they changed? How have I changed? And here's the biggest problem with getting back with an ex. Unless you fix the reason that you broke up in the first place, it's going to come back, right? Whether it be infidelity, whether it be arguing over money, sex, politics, whatever it is, you have to fix that shit before you're able to really get a real relationship going. Because if that's not fixed, guess what? It's going to come back, right? It's going to return, because we're back into that mode as far as that goes. At least that is my opinion. Anyway, let's see what Leo Girl thinks about it. Leo Girl wants to know, when will Ray come home? Ray's been wandering around over there buying real estate. When the hell is Ray? I mean, Ray's gone. Ray is gone. When are they going to come home? I mean, you know, we may have gotten a ghosty ghost on Ray or something like that. I don't know. You know, maybe Ray got ghosted. We don't know if Ray got ghosted or not, but yeah. And we'll see a little bit of a witch's tarot. Ellen Dugan, if you wonder what that is. All right, Ray, you coming home? Ray, you've been gone a long time. You went out for cigarettes and milk, like, you know, a little while ago. We were kind of wondering, Ray, we were kind of wondering if you were coming back. I mean, it's been a couple of years. All right, let's see if Ray's coming back. Three of Cups says yes. Four of Pentacles says yes as well. You know, Ray left a lot of stuff there when he went out for beer and cigarettes 2 years ago. And I think the Four of Pentacles says they are coming home. Now let's look at when they're coming home. Four of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Let's pull open the Deccan Wheel over here. That thing is full of all kinds of magic. Let's see. We got a little bit of some gin action on that. And the Three of Cups got a little July action on that. I think it's going to be 5 weeks. I think it's going to be 5 weeks possibly, right? I just think it's going to be 5 weeks. But yeah, obviously entertainment purposes, never sit by the door waiting on Ray based upon Fat Man reading your cards on the internet. But yeah, there you go. It's 5 weeks. 5 weeks. We'll see. I don't know. You know, next time he goes out to get beer and cigarettes, you may want to go with him. I don't know. Leo Girl is next over there. Will my son start speaking his own words soon? Let's find out if they're going to start speaking their own words soon. Well, more Witches Tarot, and we're going to find out if that's going to be a possibility. Oh, Three of Pentacles. Nice, nice. I think they are going to start speaking their own words soon. We got some good stuff, right? You're talking about the Six of Swords. This is a journey that is sort of something they need to walk on their own. They need to ride this journey. They need to ride this by themselves. The reason I say that is because normally you got multiple people in the vehicle here, and in this one, you only have one individual. So this is like a solo venture or solo journey that they're having to make, right? And they feel like that. They feel like no matter how much instruction, no matter how much sort of help that they get, it feels like it's a little bit more difficult than usual. unusual. That's good. But the death card says they do have that moment of clarity, that moment where the brain kicks in. We're able to do that. We're able to make it happen. And I think that is going to be exciting for them, because the Three of Pentacles says, hey, now I'm able to work on it. Now I'm able to piece things together, make things a little bit better, right? You're talking about the three, the birth, the creation of something new, the creation of the independence from that. And I think that's going to be something they're able to do. So a lot of really good cards on that. Ellen Dugan comes across again with the absolute win, is what I'm saying. Absolute win tonight is Karima, phase 2. Let's get a little bit of Poe knows, because Poe does know. You know that Poe knows, because we all know that we know that Poe knows that we know that Poe knows. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. We all know that Poe knows that we know that Poe knows. All right. What direction is he wanting this connection to go? Let's see what kind of directionality we have here, whether it be north, south, east, or west, or maybe up if you factor in the z-axis, you know, video game talk, you know, geek talk. All right. Oh, man. Where is this going? What direction is he wanting this connection to go? He wants a lifeline between this. He wants something steady between this. Here's what I think has been bothering him a little bit lately, is he just can't get the time away. He just can't get some of the things that he really wants to sort of make happen here, right? A lot of the actions, a lot of the adventures, a lot of the time spent, he just can't get that together, can't get that on the same page. I'm just restricted. So he wants a line. He wants some predictability across here, and that's something that he's very focused on. It's something that he definitely wants to change, right? That's one of the directionalities that we have. Another is the Seven of Wands. He wants to be less defensive against some things that you want, against some things that you say. I think he does get triggered now and then about this or that, you know, kind of where it's at, and you just kind of have to put up with that. But yeah, the Seven of Wands says he's a little bit defensive against some things, some ideas, some things that are spoken, some things that are out there. And that Seven of Pentacles just says, I put too much work into this relationship to make that bother me. But that's one of the things that they would like to see the connection go as well, is to stop being upset over nothing, is to be happy, is to be content with it, right? That Queen of Wands, we're talking about you within the context of that Queen of Wands, and he just wants to reach out over here. He wants to bridge that gap, no pun intended, and he wants to, you know, sort of get the Queen of Wands on his side and get the Queen of Wands available for him. So there we go. There we go. A little bit of a connectionality go there. What are his romantic feelings for me right now? What kind of love expressions and all of that do we got going on over here? Let's see what's happening with the love and all of the expressions. Ooh, we get the Hierophant right there. Got the Sun. Beautiful cards. Nice cards tonight with that. What are his romantic feelings for me now? You have a Temperance, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It feels like that he has been on some extreme sides. Some days he's kind of, you know, a little bit pushy. Some days he's a little bit needy. Other days he wants nothing to do with you. He's difficult to connect to. He's difficult to get some movement from. But it really seems like that's going to be kind of the romantic feelings. He's going to sort of try to balance things out and make it a little bit better, right? That Temperance card is just going to be better overall. It's going to have just a better flow to it, and just a sort of a balancing act as it goes. Hierophant just says one of the feelings right now is very intense. He's having very intense feelings. When he's angry, it's very intense. When he's happy, it's very intense. He doesn't seem to be in that middle ground of feelings. He seems to be on the extremes, even though we may be trying to balance it out. That's kind of a Five of Cups, trying to get a level of predictability from that. Overall, the Sun just says the romantic feelings are going to be more expressive now. I'm going to be more expressive. I'm going to be out in the sun. We're going to have sunflowers. We're going to have a good connection. We're going to have beautiful opportunities here. And it just feels like that it's going to be more expressive. Now, that could be good and bad. Depends, again, on the mood, on the feels or whatnot. But overall, it's just going to be more expressive in general. And I think that's going to be good, because now you can kind of see some of the, some of the root feelings or some of the deeper down feelings as as it goes through. Tarot Reader is next. Let's see what's going on. Does Keith deserve me, or should I just dump him to the curb? Oh my, that is extreme. That is extreme indeed. And for an extreme read, we have an extreme deck. Bohemian Gothic Tarot. Baba Studio does it again. Does it again. This is the second iteration of this thing, I think. Is this second or third? Man, this thing is beat up. This thing is beat up. You know, the good thing about these older decks like the Bohemian Gothic, no matter how beat up it gets, it still looks like it's supposed to be that way. No matter how beat up it gets, it looks kind of like it's supposed to be that way. You know what I mean? This is the second edition. This is the second edition of this thing. But yeah. Anyway, the actual deck is still good. But yeah, that box has seen better days for sure. All right. Kick them to the curb. Put up with them. What do you want to do with this Keith character? Keith has been around. Should Keith continue to be around? Is what I'm saying. King of Swords, Six of Swords, and the Justice card. It does say that I think that they deserve you. I think that they're going to be all right. Now, is this person perfect? Are they all right? Are they going to be absolute dream state all the time to where you're constantly just amazed and in wonder? Justice card just says no. It just says no. This is a person that's going to be a little bit here and there, and it's going to be off and on as well. So that's going to be something where you don't really have to, you don't have to push too far within that. Six of Swords does say as well that you have some beautiful things going on here with a long-term connection if you're willing to put up with Keith. But yeah, I think that they're pretty good. Obviously, you don't have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Lovers. You don't have any of these really cards. So, you're not really feeling it as much as you would like to. You're not really sort of in that, pushing it to that limit that you would kind of like to see here. But yeah, overall, it just says, they're all right for now. Put up with them, give them all the love, and, hope for the best as far as that goes, right? We'll see. We'll see.
Music to make love to.
All right. Yeah, Bohemian Gothic. That box has seen better days. That has seen better days. Aurora, welcome. User 1, thank you for your very generous donation. I greatly appreciate you. We got Karima, phase 3, up in the house. And let's make it happen tonight with my deck of cards. Over there, going all of exciting, the Waterfall Tarot. The Waterfall Tarot, making it happen. Making it happen. All right, what actions is he planning to take towards me at the moment? Let's see what actions, what activities we got going on. By the way, I got my CT scan for my cancer tomorrow. So hopefully that thing comes back clean as a whistle. It's going to come back clean. You have no cancer. You're fine. And then I can go out and party like it's 1999. We'll see. All right. But yeah, that is tomorrow. That's tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. What actions is he planning to take towards me at the moment? Ooh, you have the Chariot. Moving, a trip, moving in, really like moving in together, taking a trip, a lot of movement, a lot of happiness, a lot of things going on. And I think that's going to be a lot of excitement through here, right? So you do have a lot of action towards taking a trip, taking movement, moving in, doing something where we're spending a lot more time together. So I said we're sort of doing that practice run, where we are doing a little more time together. We are making it happen here. And I think that's kind of something that you're going to experience, right? That's one of the actions that they're taking. We got the Chariot, the big movement card, a lot of action and adventure, the Ten of Pentacles, happy home, happy family, combined with an Ace of Wands. I'm finally ready to take this. I'm finally ready to go to that next step and to see what things are going to be waiting, to see what expectations we have here. So it is looking fantastic overall. It's the big thing, right? Either moving in, we have moving, taking trips, we have taking a lot of time together. So some of the cards kind of agree with my earlier statement of, seeing where that goes and seeing what kind of adventures we got through there. Anyway, Reiki, yeah, they told me not to eat any sugar. They said don't eat any sugar and don't eat any carbs today. So I'm starving to death. But yeah. Anyway, so I'm assuming sugar and carbs overall is not going to be good. I mean, if you eat, I mean, just, just as I'm not no doctor, but if I eat something and it lights up the cancer and it lights it up like a Christmas tree, then that's probably not good for me to consume that in the first place, right? Am I assuming, Reiki B, am I making this assumption right there? If I eat something and it lights my cancer up on a scan, that's probably not something I should be eating in the first place, general in life, to make the cancer go away. I'm just taking a stab in the dark here. Sarah Taylor, thank you for your donation over the PayPal side. I greatly appreciate you. All right, let's see where it's going here. What's the next big step? I will see from him in the process of the transformation. The Nine of Pentacles. I think that he's going to start reminding you of all of these little things that he's done, or all of these little things that have made a difference, all of the great things that we've experienced in the past together. He's just going to start bringing these up in randomly, right? Just bringing these things up. Hey, you remember the one time here? You remember this? You remember that? It feels like that's going to be something that they're really sort of bringing up. The Knight of Swords as well talks about just unexpected plans, right? That's the next big step, because the Knight of Swords, I'll talk about it in my book. It's unexpected plans, unexpected opportunities. And I think that you get into that mode to where you just have this level of a lot of unexpected things happening. They've not planned. It's just sort of, in the spur of the moment. Hey, what about this? The spur of the moment. What about that? The Eight of Cups is one of the other next big steps, is just going to be abandoning what we have and, sort of trying to figure out what is next. And finally, making the big decisions that need to be made across this realm or across this zone as far as that goes. So there we go. We got Samantha is next. So we'll skip to user 1 over there and see where it goes right there. All right, important to follow a low carb diet for 12 hours. I did that. I'm starving. Fast before the CT scan. I'm doing that. Blood sugar needs to be low so your cells will properly absorb the sugar dye. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying, when you're eating sugar dye and it lights up your cancer like a Christmas tree, I'm assuming that the sugar reroutes directly to the cancer and makes it grow. I mean, I'm just spitballing here, but it seems like that. If sugar is going to route directly to your cancer and light it up, it's also going to route to it and make it grow. I mean, just I'm no doctor, but I'm just guessing. Anyway, did Neil's ex-girlfriend tell him to stop talking to me? Let's take a look without Al Tarot and see if that's going to be a thing, which means I guess I need to throw away some of I guess I need to get off my ho-ho addiction probably. I try. I mean, maybe I needing to stop cheating on the weekend, and having my ice cream and whatnot. Probably not the best for me. I probably should be restricting that. Anyway, did Neil's ex-girlfriend tell him to cease talking to me and to ghost me? I don't know. It sounds like, let's see. I don't know. Did we get a little bit of the ghosty going on there? Page of Cups and the Eight of Swords. I think so. I'm going to go with a thumbs up. Obviously, entertainment purposes only, but it looks like a yes to me. Here's what we got. The Nine of Wands. I'm upset at this individual. I'm having issues with this individual. Hey, how can I resolve that? I can encourage people to not interact with them, right? That Page of Cups, to get out of there, to not interact with them, to get out of that mode. And I can restrict the conversation by insinuating things or possibly lying or, just doing something, right? To restrict that connection, to restrict that communication. So overall, I'm just going to say yes. Obviously, the drill, Samantha, entertainment purposes only, but that does look That does look a little bit. That does look a little bit like a yes to me as far as that goes. All right, let's get an exciting deck on the table. We've been waiting all night for this one, talking about the Mons Tarot. The Mons Tarot. Everybody loves a little Mons and a little tarot. You combine them up and see where it's going to happen over here. What's he desiring most right now with me? Let's see where the desires are going to take us, where the fantasies are going to bring up. What kind of things do we got going on there? Samantha, thank you much for your other donation. I don't know. Let's see, what is he desiring? The Empress, I don't know, a level of comfort, a level of predictability. Again, we kind of go in over this level of predictability, level of comfort, level of knowing what is going to happen, knowing where things are going to go, knowing a defined plan that's going to take us in, that dedication, right? And that High Priestess with the Empress, two big majors, beautiful majors going together over here. High Priestess talks about understanding the connection and understanding where we are going to be, or where we are actively going to be going forth on this, right? Because the Empress talks about the level of comfort, the level of satiation here, the level of control, the level of good things coming through here is going to be very dependent upon having this information, having a plan of action in place, because you can't just wing a relationship a lot of times, especially maybe when you're like, 16 or something. But as we sort of grow a little bit older, we do need to make some defined plans and get some things, going as far as that is. One of the things they would desire is a Page of Pentacles, at least getting started with something, because that's something they regret. They haven't really made the big steps, they haven't really made the big things happen here, and they want that 10 of Pentacles. You seem to be getting 10 of Pentacles in every possible way here, but yes, the 10 of Pentacles. I want from a page to a 10. I want to grow that. I want to expand, and I want to make this happen. That's going to be very important indeed. All right. At least that's what the cards say. Welcome, Tarot, your way. It is your way or the highway is what I'm talking about. All right. How's he viewing me currently? What kind of views do we got? What kind of views are going on through here? We're going to see what kind of action we got going there. Let's see. Put the deck here. Oh, there we go. All right. How is he viewing me currently? The Three of Cups, just sort of a friends with benefits, just kind of one of the views that they're having right now. We need to expand across this, but for now, we have a little bit of a friends with benefits, a little bit of a casual connection. A Fool, we're talking again about viewing you as an adventure, viewing you as an escape, viewing you as something that's fun, it's entertaining, it's something that we do, but we're still apart, and we don't need to be apart for very much longer. We want to actively be together. We want to actively be within that, right? We got that Three of Cups and that Page of Swords. The communication is still limited. The communication is still not on where they want it to be. And right now they're viewing you as a sort of a friends with benefits. And how can we expand that? But for now, we're sort of in that restricted mode, and we are literally two worlds apart, two sort of sections apart as it goes through there. All right, let's see. That's how the views go. So we'll save this off over here. And we'll go to user one. Thank you so much for your very generous donation. I greatly appreciate you. Let's get a little bit of some of our newer tarots over here. We have a Weird World tarot, and it is a weird world indeed. Let's look at a little bit of a gennerall for you and A. If A doesn't work out, there's always B. As I always say, if A doesn't work out, there's always B and C and D. Sarah Taylor, you're still in the queue. I promise you we'll get you right after this one, actually. All right, a little bit of a gennerall for this connection. How's the connection going? Two of Pentacles. Not really a lot has happened in this connection. It feels like the lot has sort of happened, but nothing real has happened. Nothing really ground, nothing really down to earth, nothing really foundational, as much as much foundational, as much action as we kind of need here. It feels like a lot of times we just haven't really made as much progress as we kind of need to go through here, right? Page of Cups, a level of disconnect from maybe one person or another. It just feels like that there's a little bit too much of an emotional disconnect, and a lot of times that's frustrating, or it's not getting us where we want to go. That's not getting us in the direction we would ultimately like to be here. But you do have some good stuff happening, right? Some good emotional connections, some good emotional feelings, and you have a lot of nice things, a lot of excitement that is sort of pending, right? We have some level of excitement, but we haven't made the real progress that we've kind of looking forward to. I do think that that is possible later. Four of Swords just says there is a level of planning that needs to happen here. Even if we have to do that later, there's a level of planning, and it could be something where we need to backpedal it a little bit and readdress some of the things that have been sort of happening. Overall, Five of Pentacles says you have a little bit of a rough spot coming in soon. You're going to have to sort of go through that together, plow through that, and at the end of the day, just sort of make it happen, make it work. Even if it's not working now, we need to make it work. And that could be something that's already started, a difficulty, or there could be a difficulty that is coming in the near future. But you're going to have to plow through it together and basically sort of make it work the best that you can do it, right? The best that you can. All right, Sarah Taylor is next. Sarah Taylor want to know something. They want to know, let's see, tomatoes. You say tomatoes, I say tomatoes. We'll go with that. Sarah Taylor wants to know easy yes or no questions. Will my tomatoes finally grow this year? Let's get a big, happy, sunshiny tarot deck and look at your tomatoes from that perspective, because nothing says a fresh, beautiful green salad like some tomato. I'm making myself hungry. I'm starving. I'm starving myself over here to try to get a good scan tomorrow. But yeah, nothing says a beautiful, oh, look, the sprouts for the tomatoes, sitting down and enjoying our tomatoes at the kitchen table. Let's take a look at this. Three of Cups, the celebration from the tomatoes being there, the tomatoes being there. We're all excited about that. The Three of Cups, a level of celebration here. The Six of Cups, sitting down to the dinner table and eating said tomatoes. And the Seven of Swords, cutting them off the vine. And there indeed are your tomatoes growing rapidly. They're growing. You need to get the big stick you need to get the big sticks, that you tie the vines to so they don't fall and all that other stuff. You got to get all that ready because you got some good little tomato cages. You got all of that stuff happening. All of that stuff is going to be a beautiful opportunity for you. So that is a bit of a thumbs up. You got a nice sunshiny deck over there. Look at that. What a great reading. You can't get a better salad than one loaded up with like mostly tomatoes with a couple of greens mixed in between, That's all you can do. That's all you can do for a beautiful salad. Tomatoes, they make the best chili. They make the best salad. They make the best dressings. They make the best pasta sauce. Tomatoes basically are the one food that you really can't just live without, is what I'm saying. You just can't live without those damn things. They're so good. And I'm still starving, but yeah, we'll go ahead and flag a ending soon so I can actually go eat because I'm literally like starving to death. I haven't had anything to eat at all. So yeah, we'll go for an ending soon and we'll do all of that. But yeah, we're good to go. ThickOrangeJuice. All y'all just making me starve over here. The ThickOrangeJuice. We got the tomatoes question. Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. All right, we'll see. What are his current hidden intentions towards me? What changes he want to make to the connection right now? Let's see. A little bit of adventure, a little bit of movement in here. We're going to go right back to where we want to be with the Victorian romantic and all of that stuff. That is the... I don't know. What's that called? One of y'all knows the name of that deck. This is... the Happy Tarot or something. This is from Kitten Shops, Karima. So if you go on my channel and search for the word interview, you'll see I interviewed Kitten Shops. So I interviewed her about how she made the deck and what were her inspirations and all that other stuff. But I'm just saying, it's a great deck. And it was out of stock for a little bit. But yeah, it's a beautiful deck. A lot of fun. It has a lot of very casual energy, very fun energy, and all that other stuff. Aurora. Well, Aurora, I'm starving to death, and all these questions ain't helping. Andrew, welcome. By the way, Andrew, appreciate you hanging out tonight. What is going on? Andrew is back for a moment in time over there. All right, well, let's see here a little bit. What are his current intentions towards me? All right, current hidden intentions. The Five of Swords and the Hierophant. They want you to have, they want you to have a level of confidence in the relationship. One of the things that they've been concerned about lately is you're losing confidence in the relationship. And I think that because you've expressed that, you sort of expressed that feel a little bit and some frustrations. And the Hierophant just says that there are lessons learned from this connection as well. That's kind of sort of rough, right? We've learned lessons the hard way. We've made some difficult things happen over here. And it just feels like that one of the hidden intentions is to kind of give you more confidence in this than you had before, because they feel like you're losing interest, you're losing confidence, you're losing a bit of that spark, right? And the Temperance card, there is that level of sort of merging these two worlds together. And the more we merge the two worlds together, the better off things are just going to be. So the Three of Wands are looking for ways to get that done. I think that's one of the hidden intentions, is to repair that, is to fix that, and to build more confidence and to give you more confidence in this connection, and to sort of, not let you sort of slip away. Because a lot of times they do feel like you're slipping away a little bit, and that's very frustrating for them in the long run. All right, let's see what changes is he wanting to make to this connection right now. Let's see what's going on with that. Oh, man, we got a little bit of the Seven of Cups, Page of Pentacles, the World, and that Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, I think they want to sort of split the worlds apart, right? Split the worlds apart, not be on the same page all the time. Instead of having your level of independence, their level of independence, yeah, we meet in the middle now and then, but we definitely want to have sort of two different goals, two different aspects. One of the things they are concerned about is that one, either you or them, is basically going to fold into the other's relationship, going to fold into the other's life a little bit too much, and lose some of that independence, lose some of that productivity, lose some of that spark of their own independence. I don't think that they want that, right? They kind of don't really want that. So they want to make sort of things happen in the world, make things happen in the procedure, the way that they want things to go, where it boosts, where it fosters the level of independence, instead of one person just sort of folding into the other one's world. Page of Pentacles says sort of wanting to make some changes as far as the stability goes. Build up things, build up a level of, stability within there. And that's going to be something difficult, but definitely doable in the long run. Overall, the Seven of Cups just talks about there's too many things juggling. There's too many things there. And it also feels like that they've made promises that they haven't delivered on. And they're very concerned that you're basically just going to not trust those promises at some point. You're just going to say, all right, he's promised this before, he's promised this again, and I'm not really sure what I believe at this point. So there you go. There we go. All right. And we got two more questions, and then I'm going to go eat a big salad. I'm going to eat a gigantic salad is what I'm going to eat, because that's really all I can eat, unfortunately. I can only eat a damn salad. I'm starving to death. But, that's the way it goes. I'd rather have a good, like Reiki's talking about, I'd rather have a good scan than have a full belly, you know? Because I need to know if the cancer is gone, if I'm in remission, or if it's everywhere, you know? I need, those are some distinctions that I really need to know. All right, does Neil feel bad for doing the ghosty? Does Neil feel bad for the got ghosted ghost? Oh man, they do. The Three of Cups, they didn't really know it was going to come to this. They didn't know it was going to be like this. They didn't know it was going to affect you like this. It's just something they really kind of wanted. They really kind of sort of needed, though. And that Two of Swords, right? They wanted you to go away, but don't go away mad. So yes, they do have a level of regret here because the Ace of Pentacles just says, hey, the stuff that we built, the stuff that we would like to have a connection, we just don't anymore. And that's the thing too. I think that you have this dynamic personality, this fun, this awesome personality that really draws people in, and they really kind of miss that, right? They really kind of miss that, and that is the way that it goes. That is the way that it goes, and they made a mistake. All right, and ThickOrangeJuce has one more question tonight. They want to know, how do I fix the ex? Well, how do I fix this? Okay, how do I fix this? So, if you just tuned in, AA has had some issues with the ex. So we got the ex back for a moment in time. We made Samantha love with the ex one more time.
Music to make love to.
And it feels like that we just need to fix this. How do we do it? Ultimately, you need to get back to that level to where you're talking all night. You're just in that mode of that connection. You're in that mode of not really friends, but where you just really rocking it. You really have that magic again, right? You know what I'm saying? That King of Wands, where we're relaxing together. We're spending time together. We're reuniting. It feels like that the magic is back. If you're able to get that part back, that's really going to help quite a bit. The Sun also says to sort of work through these differences, right? If you don't, you're going to have a Five of Cups moment. So whatever we're arguing about, you need to ask your question this, okay? Number one, what we're sort of disconnecting with, or what we're disconnecting because of, is that real, or is there a deeper? In other words, can you get to the real situation? Because a lot of times we'll argue over who does the dishes, but the reality is that the person's cheating, or just an example. But what I'm saying, get to the root cause. Is somebody not getting the attention, the love that they need? Is somebody not getting some of the things that they need within the context of the relationship? Is there something, in other words, is there something that's just not moving in the direction we would like it to move? So we need, both of the people need to be content and happy in the relationship. If one's not, then you got the end of the relationship kind of thing. But somebody's disjointed here. Somebody's upset. Why are they upset? Get to the root cause. And it may be not that the dishes weren't done or the litter box wasn't cleaned in time. It may be something more deep, right? I'm not getting some attention. I'm jealous of this. I'm jealous of that. So if we get to the root cause, that'll be it. Because the Sun talks about revelation, bringing things to focus, bringing things to light. And we need to bring to light what is upsetting us and what is hurting us and get the real root cause of that in order to make it happen, as well as get the magic happening again, talking all night together, having some fun, making dreams, big plans. Let's go to Vegas. Let's go to Paris, whatever we need to do to get us enthralled and to get us madly in love again. Overall, I think it is going to be okay. I think that it's going to be on target. I think it's going to be on point if you just get these things handled, at least in my opinion. But that is it from me. I'm going to go eat. I'm starving, and I will let you know the results of my scan when I get them. Anyway, thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you on Thursday.